Hiya folks, Nathan here, hope you're all well and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the unboxing videos section. Now you've rather come across this video from the unboxing videos playlist or you have just seen it as my most recently uploaded video. Either way, what have we got today? Yeah, I'm a poet and I never knew it. Poet and I didn't know it. Well, we've got something quite unusual actually for me to unbox today. It was something that I bought, but I'm not going to try and go off the topic too much, but if you remember the previous unboxing we did of what I did of the London models, the three little vehicles and the little models. Well, you'll remember me saying in that video that obviously I'm in the process of redecorating my bedroom and I've chosen a London theme, and I'm planning to do like a little rather a windowsill display, or depending on if I get like a sideboard or something to go in here, then I might have a little sideboard display of things relevant to London. Now I can't have a London display without having two of the main landmarks, and that is Big Ben and the London Eye. Now, for any of you who don't know what the London Eye is, I'd be very surprised. The London Eye is a observation wheel which was built alongside the River Thames, giving you spectacular views of London. I've actually been on it myself, and the views are incredible. And obviously Big Ben. When I say Big Ben, I'm actually referring to the big clock tower in Westminster. Apparently Big Ben is a nickname of the bell that is inside the clock. But people just nickname the clock tower Big Ben because of obviously housing the big bell. So this little model that I've got here today, I've sort of killed two birds with one stone with this. It features the London Eye. I believe it rotates as well. And it features Big Ben. So we'll get it out in a second. We'll have a little look at it. And I'll give you my thoughts on it. So let me just get comfortable. So let's start by having a look at the box. So you can see it there. It says London Eye there. It just says London on the top of the box and London at the bottom of the box. And then it shows it was available in gold as well. You could get this in gold or silver, but because obviously my bedroom's going to be, the majority of it's going to be grey, I've gone for the silver, but you can get it in gold as well. Looking on the back of the box, it looks like there's quite a bit of information. I don't know what it says. Maybe you could pause and supersize the video. I'll have a read of that in just a second. I've got my magnifying glass off to the side. So we'll see what it says. There you go. Okay, that should have given you enough time to have a quick look. So let's just have a look, shall we? The London Eye product introduction. The London Eye 1. The London Eye 1? I didn't know it was referred to as that. The London Eye is located at the River Thames in London. It's the world's first, at the same time by the end of 2005, the largest observation wheel for the London landmark and one of the famous tourist attractions. London Eye was opened at the end of 1999. It was opened on New Year's Eve 1999. I remember that because not only was it the millennium, but they also launched the London Eye as well. I remember that year. When the sponsors were British Airways, It was sponsored by British Airways when it first opened. I believe it's had many sponsors over the years. When I went on it back in 2012, it was actually sponsored by EDF Energy. And now I believe, unless it's changed again, I believe it's sponsored by lastminute.com. But then it could have changed. Therefore also known as the Millennium Wheel. Its total height is 130 metres or 443 feet off the ground. The London Eye, with a total of 32 capsules, serial number 1, line up to 33. Because, what on earth is this on about? Because religious taboo, no 3, because of hold external use, tempered glass. So he's equipped with air conditioning system. Every tank can accommodate about 25 people. The turning speed is about 0.26 meters per second. A full circle of the London Eye takes 30 minutes to complete. Okay, that's quite interesting. So, I guess there's nothing to do but get the model out and we'll have a look at it. Now, I've got to do this very carefully. Whether we can slide it. Okay, that looks okay, that's all right. Now, can you just come out nice and... Oh, come on. Oh, I'm just trying to let it come out. Oh, that's it. Very gently. We don't want it to break. It does rotate. The wheel does rotate, look. Wouldn't want to rotate it too much. It looks like there is a screw at the back, so you could tighten it if you want. The plinth says London. It's got a lovely piece of black felt underneath, so it doesn't scratch your surfaces. It's really nice. Really, really nice. And the wheel, it's not superly detailed, you know. The spokes and all the little structure detailing has not been implemented on this model. Trying to turn it like as how slow it would actually... You couldn't actually do it. You could hardly see it turning, to be honest. If you've ever been to London, it does rotate both ways as well. Thought I'd point that out. If you've ever been to London and seen the London Eye, then you'd know that unless you look at a fixed point, you can't actually see it spinning. When I actually saw it first, I thought it had stopped. But someone said, no, it doesn't stop, it just constantly spins. But then they said if you look at a fixed point, like a lamppost in front of it, then you'll see it spin. And ever so slightly, I saw it spinning. So it moves very slowly. But the capsules are the right sort of shape. It'll do for what I want. I mean, it'll represent London, and I think with my little models, it'll look really nice. Especially if I end up doing a windowsill display, because you know, with all these lined up, it'll look really nice. So that's the wheel. Let's have a look at Big Ben then. So obviously we'll start from the top of it, and can you see the clock? There's the clock. Can't quite make out what time it is though, can you? And then just down the down there, it actually says Big Ben at the bottom. Look, that's quite good. Nothing too extravagant, but I thought, well, it's worth an unboxing video, isn't it? I'm just going to turn it round and have a look myself. What did I do with my magnifying glass? I just want to see if I can Oh, I can see the clock. I can't work out what time it is though. 10 past 10. It looks as if it's showing on that clock face. And also the clock is visible there as well. And there. And possibly there as well. I think it's on all four sides, the clock. So you can see it from different angles of London. And talking of London, it says London there. It's a really, really nice, really nice display. I'm really happy with it. I thought it'd be a little bit bigger. It looked on eBay. It looked a little bit bigger than. It looked a little bit bigger, but well, that's really quite nice. That is really quite nice. So I think I might actually have that displayed in my living room until I decorate my room. I'm not too sure, or I don't know. I might display it, or I might put it back in its box and keep it nice and preserved. I love the fact that this wheel rotates, though. It is really good. Well, I'm just trying to. I can't do it. Probably like what I'm doing now. Like, you know, if you look very carefully, you'd see it moving. It's probably about how fast it spins, if not slower. But yeah, sadly, the wheel is not. They could have done a little bit more with it, to be honest. It's not quite as detailed as the real thing, but it doesn't have to be, you know. This model, you know, not trying to prove anything. It's just showing the London Eye and Big Ben as, you know, just representing the London Eye and Big Ben as two of the most popular London landmarks. So to be perfectly honest with you, apart from being very pleased with it, I think that is another successful review. I don't think there's much more I can say on it. So I think we're going to wrap it up from there. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget, give a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe and share the channel if you haven't already. There's quite a few videos coming up over the course of this weekend and through next week. Quite a few videos. There are a good few model buses coming up. And there is one surprise unboxing video that I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's something quite unexpected for this channel, but yeah, I'm not going to reveal anything. So you just have to tune in to see what it is. In the meantime, though, until the next video, stay safe, take care, and I will bid you all farewell.